Welcome to another episode of Writing in Biological Sciences. So today we'll be looking at writing a review article that reviewers will never reject in 6 easy steps. This is just talking about how to write a literature review. Literature review is compiling what other people have done on your research work. That is what a review is. What others have done, what findings they've made, and what conclusion can you make from their findings? What conclusions did they make? That is what a review article is all about. So let's get down to the first step. In step 1, you need to know what you want to write. Know what you want to write. There is no further explanation for that. Because before you start your review or start your research, you need to know your topic, you need to be familiar with your topic. So know what you're searching for, then you can go from there into step 2. Now, step 2 is where you search for these books, search for these journals, search for articles that are related to the topic that you know. Now, make sure that all these books, articles they are downloading or printing are bibliographic, meaning that they can be cited. Now, knowing that, we all know that one of the rules of academic writing is to be able to cite journals that are reliable. So make sure that these papers or these books you are downloading are bibliographic. Now, take your time. This part is really important. Take your time to download and print, and please set a particular time frame for this search. Now, I made a video on how to search. The link will be up there on how to search for materials for your research. So after search, the next thing to go for is to extract relevant subheadings. Now, after gathering all this book and searching and downloading and all of that, the next thing for you to do is to go through these articles and books and journals that you've downloaded or printed and look specifically for these 3 things. The first thing, claims, findings, and conclusion. Now, let's say your topic is related to comparing antibiotics. What have other authors talked about on a particular antibiotic you're working on? Let's say you're comparing ciprofloxacin and gentamicin on a particular bacterium or different bacteria. What has other authors said? That's a claim. What did they find? What did they conclude? Now you look for these things in these papers and journals you've downloaded. Now the next thing is to look for gaps. Now, what mistake did they make? What did they not do well? In their conclusion, what did they miss out? Those are the gaps that you may be trying to fill. What did they miss out? What did they not do well? Which area did they not cover? Those are gaps. Then terminologies relevant for your research. These are the 3 things you look for. Look for claims, findings, conclusion, gaps, and terminologies. Now, the next thing you're looking for is to sort your literature. Now, what I do, this is not a standard. What I do most times when I am writing or looking for a literature review, doing a literature review, I create different folders for different subheadings. So when I am writing, it's easier to find these different subheadings. Now, create different folders in your laptop, or if you've printed them out, sort them out into different folders or different portions, different places, and name them. That way it is easier. You already have your subheadings, you already have a pattern of flow you want to write. So create different folders and subheadings you want to write on. Put different materials. Now, put these different materials in these different subheadings relating to each other. This way your writing is organized and your articles can be found easily. The next thing for you to do is to begin your writing. Begin your writing. Now, you go to these folders you've created and extract these subheadings and gather any information that you've extracted. Now, put them together in a logical and organized manner, but don't worry about perfection. As you begin your first writing step, don't worry about perfection. Just worry about putting all your ideas together. Just focus on getting the ideas down. Focus on having a logical flow. Now, the good thing here is that as you begin to write, the flow comes easily because you've done the first 4 steps. You've known what you want. You've done the search. You've sorted them out. Now, this writing part to be easy because there will be a flow for it. Now, the last step is to revise. Now, after gathering and writing, in revision, you are more concerned about perfection. You're more concerned about perfection. In this place, you paraphrase. Paraphrase is easy. Paraphrasing is trying to write it in your own words. Now, to make paraphrasing easy, use paraphrasing tools like Quillbot to help you speed up the process. Paraphrasing is really important to avoid plagiarism. I've always hit on plagiarism because it's not a really good thing for a researcher or for a student, so it's not good to plagiarize. In addition, avoid any citation propaganda and reference properly. I made a video on citation propaganda, and definitely the link will show up there. So I hope with these few 6 steps, I've been able to explain well to you how to write a literature review. And if you have a better understanding of this, please do drop a comment, or if you have more tips to add, drop a comment below. We'll be willing to learn from you. We are all learners here, and we're willing to learn from you. And see you next time. Thank you.